So SlamDunk Festival is now less than a week away. I think it's time to give you my top 10 bands that I'm most excited to see this year. Number 1 is Caskets, still a fairly small band, alternative rock, somewhat metalcore. I definitely recommend them. They're a great band, a band that I got into massively during lockdown. Yeah, really excited to see this band and have them start off my day in the early hours. Number 2 is Mallory Knox, a complete nostalgia band for me. A band that I was pretty obsessed with in the 2013-2014 era before they sort of disappeared for a bit. And I've actually never seen this band live either, so this one does mean a lot to me. Yeah, so excited to see Mallory Knox. And of course, they better play Lighthouse. Number 3 is Against the Current, a band that I've only gotten into in the last year pretty much. I actually saw them support Pierce Vale a couple of years ago on a tour, didn't really know them, wasn't really into them back then. But since then I've really become a fan of their most recent music, especially really into what they're doing right now. Yeah, big fan of it. Great female fronted alternative rock sort of pop vibes band as well, but yeah, it's my kind of thing. So now that I'm a fan of this band, I'm excited to see them live again and actually know the words to the songs. It's going to be a good time. Number 4, I've got State Champs, one of my absolute favourite pop punk bands. I've actually seen this band at every festival I've been to in the past. Saw them at SlamDunk, saw them at Leeds Festival, and I've seen them at Download as well. So it's one of those rare bands that I have seen at every festival somehow. This one might be a tricky one for me actually because of the clashes, and I'm really disappointed about that because I do love State Champs. And they're also going to be playing their first album in full because it's their 10-year anniversary, special one. They really are a great live band, have some great albums, so many bangers. They're just exactly what you want in a fun, modern pop punk band. I couldn't recommend State Champs enough, but I might have to miss them this year and it's going to suck. At number 5, I've got Pale Waves, another band that I am yet to see live yet. Again, another great female-fronted alternative rock band. The vocalist, Heather, has an amazing voice. They're just a great band, and they're not what you'd expect when you first look at them, because for the most part, she's got this whole gothic look going on. The rest of the band, not so much. They've kind of got a much more toned-down indie look, I guess. I don't know. I really do like their songs. They've got some really catchy, great, beautiful songs even. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. It's kind of one of those ones. They're great, though, and I'm so excited to finally see them live for the first time. Number 6 is Asking Alexandria. Now, I know that this band have gone downhill, decreased in popularity to a lot of people over the last few years. Obviously, their last few albums have not been received as well as the previous ones, as what they used to be. They're not so much doing the heavy anymore. They're not a metalcore band anymore. I personally love all of their albums. I've been supporting them for over a decade now. I've seen them a bunch of times live as well. I'm actually a really big fan of their latest album. Really love the songs on that. So more than anything else, I'm actually excited to hear those songs played live, because I've seen them play the older songs so many times now, and for the most part, it doesn't sound like it used to. Danny just doesn't do the screaming live like he used to, unless I've missed something in the last year and he's going to surprise me when they come on that stage and he's got the growl, the screaming back. But I'm excited to see them nonetheless because I love this band and I will never not love this band. Very important starting band for me. Number 7 is Boys Like Girls. This one is just purely nostalgia for me. I don't know that many songs by this band. I only really know their most known ones, you know, The Great Escape, Love Drunk. It doesn't go much further than that for me, but I am so excited to hear these songs live finally. I just have some really nice memories of listening to this band in the park across the road from college back in the day. Really nice nostalgic feeling for this one, and that's pretty much the only reason I want to see them. Number 8 is Waterparks. Waterparks have fast become one of my favourite bands in the last few years. I love how different this band are. They sort of started off as a little pop punk band, but since then they have moved so far away from this, while still maintaining that sort of pop sound. They just do so much electronic, remixy, all computery type stuff. You know, a lot of people won't be a fan of this, but it's just so good. I just love how experimental this band are, and it always works. They're so good at writing catchy songs with really catchy choruses, really weird verses. I just really like a band that's different, that isn't doing what every other band is doing, and I think that's why Waterparks have become so successful. They seem to have just grown so much bigger with each album release. Obviously, they're now about to headline one of the stages at SlamDunk. I could easily see this band headlining SlamDunk as a whole in the future. Number 9, another one of my absolute favourite bands, I Prevail. Now, the most disappointing news about this band did come out recently, that the lead singer, Brian, will not be joining the band now on their SlamDunk dates. He won't be able to come because he's recently had a really serious operation, which is making him, you know, he's unable to perform right now. He doesn't feel like he can make it to these, which is completely fair enough. But it is a really disappointing one because his voice is incredible. It sounds like the remaining band members are just going to try and fill the void without him and just, you know, sing all of his lyrics for him. It's still going to be a great time either way. This is easily one of the best bands in modern metalcore right now. They're also headlining a stage at this festival, so it just says it all really. And finally, at number 10, most obvious one, it's Yumi at 6. Everyone knows by now that Yumi at 6 are planning to break up in 2025. This is going to be their final UK festival. Obviously, it's the headline slot. The biggest band, the big sell point for this festival this year. It's definitely going to be an emotional ending. Like a lot of people, I've never been an enormous fan of Yumi at 6. I've never really gotten into that many of their songs, but, you know, I always appreciate the most known ones. I'm actually quite a big fan of their most recent album as well, really like that one, but I know their most known songs, and that's all that's important to me, really. I'm just excited to look around me and feel the emotional atmosphere, maybe see a few people crying. I don't think it's going to hit me in the exact same way because I'm not one of those people who's loved them for like the last nearly 20 years, but I like them enough, I care enough to enjoy this one. And I've seen them live a couple of times before, they're a great live band. So I have no doubt this is going to be an amazing set, and I think it's just going to be a beautiful way to end the day. Let me know who you're most excited to see at SlamDunk this year. I really do like this lineup. It's actually one of my most favourite ones. I've actually not done SlamDunk since 2021, so I'm just excited to experience all that again. And also, I'm doing South for the first time ever. I've only ever done North. So this is also going to be my first time visiting Hatfield Park. I'm just excited to experience a new place. I know a whole bunch of people that are going to this one this year. It's going to be great to see everybody, great to see these bands. It's certainly going to be a really packed day, and I'm definitely hoping it's going to be one of the best of the year. So anyone that's going to SlamDunk South, see you there. Anyone that's going to SlamDunk North, obviously have a great day the next day as well. Yeah, you know, festival season 2024 is about to begin, and I'll see you real soon for some more videos.